We are telling you that let the election.
I wasn't
commission
talking
take
about
the final
Trinamool.
call.
I'm
We
talking
accept
of
the call.
views which have come out.
You're talking about Surjewala's view.
No, but if the election
Okay.
commission also, I'm sorry, election commission is also acting within the constitution, and I am on an issue that there is freedom of expression, and no one
I, as a
can
democratic
take that
party,
away.
have a right to an opinion asked for by the election commission from me. Can you impose your opinion onto the Indian National
No, but
Congress
we are
Party's
discussing,
opinion? No,
we are
like I
discussing
can't
the
impose my
basis of
opinion
each
onto
one's
you.
opinion here. The question
Please
in this
have faith in
debate
the
is
election
each one's
commission to
opinions
hear.
are being discussed.
Here,
Whether those
everybody in
opinions
Mumbai, we had to
are in
stand for
public interest or no.
No, 1 second.
We didn't
1
do
second.
so. We in fact recommended
No, this whole-
Election Commission of
My
India
dear, my
that they
dear,
should take
my
all
dear.
political parties' opinions
My
before
dear.
coming to a conclusion.
First caller, let's listen. Okay, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
That Congress is trying to impose its opinion. Congress is in fact was very fair when it asked everybody that it asked the Election Commission of India to take
Okay, can I have your permission for one thing?
on the issue.
Can I have your permission? We've had a very volatile debate so far. Before we move on, I want to put one fact for our viewers. Let's all calm down, and I'm going to take callers. We agree to take a few callers. You see, in 2004, as we've accepted, I accept 2004, all opinion polls got it wrong. Right? As a journalist, I say we got it wrong, but it is my right. If I have to get it right or wrong, it is my right, and no political party gives me that right. It's my right. The day I became a journalist,
Absolutely.
I have that right.
Absolutely.
You cannot take that right away from me. And I think every journalist in this country will fight every attempt to break any attempt at freedom of expression.
Journalists left, right and center. Now they said you cannot attack the Prime Minister because he's the Prime Minister of India. But even in the US, after the State of the Union address by the President, the opposition makes a State of the Union.
In 2004, all opinion polls got it wrong. Despite that, voters voted for the Congress party.
Of the Election Commission
There are
to ask
issues.
all
There are
political
issues.
parties whether or not a poll
We are
should be banned. That
discussing
is
the
not
Congress's
discussion here.
view,
Wait.
which believes in muzzling free expression
The whole
and freedom of
strategy is that
speech.
you have the Prime
Consistent
Minister-
with
But let him
the
speak
house.
up. Yes. Now counters. Questions. Our first caller is from.
No, Parnab, I just want to say one thing.
No.
Parnab, one thing I say, that you said in 2004 all the opinion polls were not up to the mark, they went wrong.
Yeah.
All right, they should be pardoned. But something went wrong with a political leader, so he should be punished for that. So I think there should be some sort of, understanding.
So
there should
go-
be some logic, all that.
so go and take the-
If
no.
something goes wrong, some opinion poll is wrong, some opinion poll is wrong, that the media should apologize for that.
I'll
They should
tell you what.
apologize before that they have put a wrong opinion.
And
One second.
when you
One
lose
second.
your election, then will you apologize?
That is the
correctly answer what happened.
That is the
An
beauty of
opinion.
First caller is from Indore. The viewer wins.
That will be
The viewer wins. Our first caller is from
Sometimes
Indore.
People may draw a wrong conclusion.
Mr. Gyani from Indore, our first caller. What do you think, sir?
Sometimes you draw-
And do you have a question for anyone? By the way, just switch the audio on your television a little low because otherwise we won't be able to hear you. Go ahead, Mr. Gyani.
No, I have my question. Whether my right under the Constitution, Article 19(1)(a), is bound with the tyranny of the majority or the political parties or the ruling party, or my right is a constitutional right. We boast of being the largest democracy governed by the Constitution and the rule of law. How can my liberty, after all, opinion is an opinion. It may be out, if it is not acceptable, reject it outright.
Point is taken,
Why
Mr.
quarrel about
Gyani.
that? But how can you suppress, how can you
Absolutely.
operate and in your despotic
Absolutely right.
tyranny, which is...
Mr. Gyani, Aryaman Sundaram is answering that.
How can you, it is not American Constitution,
I would
First
just like to-
Amendment.
I think that's absolutely correct,
The
Arnab.
Congress cannot enact a law which curtails or abridges right of expression, fundamental right of speech and expression.
You see,
And I am referring to...
You see, Mr. Gyani, I took your point. I think Mr. Sundaram agrees with you. I think we are on the same page. I'm moving to the next caller. By the way, the Election Commission is a tribunal. It has the Election Commission members of the status of a Supreme Court judge, but they too must actually look upon the various aspects of this order which they seem to be pushing through, because everyone's a stakeholder. The people watching this program tonight are stakeholders. The people broadcasting
They are
this are
also
stakeholders.
functioning under the Constitution.
Next caller from R.K. Sharma from Delhi. Good evening, Mr. Sharma.
Good evening, Mr. Arnav, and good evening to all the panelists.
Yes, go ahead.
My opinion is, as these polls influence the voting pattern, as the IEC says, so are the netas. They try to influence the electorate voting pattern by their speeches and rallies.
Oh, should we ban rallies as well? Let Mr. Surjewala answer that. Mr. Surjewala, that question to you coming from Delhi, from Mr. R.K. Sharma.
My question is...
No, 1 second. I got your question, Mr. Sharma. We have limited time. Answer the question, Mr. Surjewala.
Sir, with due regards to Shri Sharma, I get his point. The Constitution has free and fair election as its primary edifice, and responsibility for conducting that free and fair election to a neutral body and an independent body, Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India is going into this debate. It is seeking opinion of all political parties. Congress is not imposing its opinion on anybody else. It will hear the opinion of all political parties
But
and
you
come
see,
to
The
an
issue under
appropriate
debate is
conclusion.
what is your
As far as
party's
Indian
opinion.
National Congress
We are
vote,
not
we have
discussing
said
your
there are
process
road
election
polls,
commission is
the
doing.
sample sizes are
The
different,
issue is
the scientific
your party...
nature
The
of
final
polls is
verdict.
not appropriate, and most of the times neither the sample size nor
Mr.
scientific
Surjewala, the
manner
issue is
used.
not-
That's why they influence voter opinion, and that is why they should be banned.
The issue is not the accuracy of these polls. The issue is that your party consistently, whether it was the
Exactly,
emergency in
sir.
75,
With due regards to you,
whether
sir,
it is
issue
the
is
order
accuracy of
reducing
these
the
polls.
advertisement
Issue is
space on
methodology of these
television
polls.
channels,
Issue is scientific
whether it is your
nature of
order
these
that the
polls.
Prime Minister's
Issue is
speech,
sample size of these
that the
polls.
Prime Minister's
Issue is
speech
how
cannot
many
be
I think we
political
are-
players are there.
Where is
How
the
many
sample
people
size is
actually
not
go
the
out to
issue.
vote?
Sir, but when
And
you-
issue
whether
is
the poll
trampling
ultimately
freedom of
end out
speech.
to be correct.
What?
That is,
Issue
sir,
is
the only
trampling-
fundamental and primary issue.
Okay,
No,
one-
issue
one-
is
one
trampling
more.
freedom of speech.
Okay.
You are saying Prime Minister's speech also cannot
Shazia,
be
Shazia's trying to-
criticized.
Shazia's-
You are saying
Absolutely
television
not,
cannot
sir.
have more than
Nobody-
12 minutes
Congress is-
advertisement.
Congress is
Tomorrow
one
you'll say
party,
newspapers.
Okay, let's get Shazia. Shazia, please let the lady speak.
Also stands for right of election
Shazia,
commission to decide appropriately.
Shazia, by the way, wants to have a word in. I think, yes, Shazia.
First of all, a ban is never an answer. Two, the various factors that work, many variables. Opinion poll is one of them. We are questioning right now Congress party's opinion on opinion polls. We're not discussing the accuracy of polls. Just like there's paid media doesn't mean you can ban media. Just like there is hate speech on internet, you can't ban internet. Just like some planes are used to actually destroy buildings.
Congress party's
You
opinion
can't ban flying.
Two
There is
messages come to
something
me.
terribly
They have
wrong
tried to
with
ban
the
Twitter
grand
handles.
What's it?
old party of the world's largest democracy feels
should be banned,
about opinion
Shazia.
polls.
I think you should get your facts right.
Two questions come to me. Two.
Incidentally,
No, no, I
Twitter
must.
handles have been banned
We've
by
all
this
got a
government.
bad
No, no,
side. I think
what's
you
it?
should get your facts right.
What's it?
And your opinion right
Election
too.
Commission of
Ladies
India
and gentlemen,
on whether or not poll should be banned.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please go and give
We
your
are
opinion to
questioning
Election
your
Commission of
opinion
India.
on
There is
opinion
nothing
polls.
like Aam
We've got
Aadmi
it
Party
right. I
versus
think you've got it all
Congress
wrong.
debate
no, no, you
happening
see,
here,
one second. A viewer writes to me. A viewer writes to
You've got
me.
it all wrong.
A viewer writes to me. I put my hand up. On Newsa now, unless you put your hand up, it's difficult to get into the debate. I put my hand up. A viewer writes to me, say, if political parties do not fulfill their promises in the manifesto, should the manifesto also be banned? Another viewer writes to me, and this one is actually fantastic. It says, banning opinion polls is like prescribing guillotine for dandruff. I think that's a fantastic one. Banning opinion polls is like prescribing the guillotine for dandruff. A hand goes up, and that hand is of the JDU. Yes, sir, Devesh Thakur. Then the next caller.
Arnav, as of now, the Election Commission has asked the opinion of the political parties on the matter of opinion polls. I think Election Commission is very well within its democratic right to do that. Now, let the political parties reply on that. Let them give their views on that. I think the political parties will be very much within their democratic rights to give a reply.
Arnav, here
No,
the
that's
debate
true.
Let
That's-
the Election Commission decide.
The debate is
I
about
want to
different
know-
parties'
I want to
opinions,
know whether-
and the debate is about the
I want to know whether
constitutionality
we are
of this
having a
whole
debate
exercise.
Point.
to influence the mind of the Election Commission.
It's not a question of that, it's a constitutional
Okay.
obligation.
Okay, gentlemen.
Freedom of speech is a constitutional obligation
within your district to
which
do
cannot
so?
be tampered with. There are
One second,
innumerable
one second,
Supreme Court judgments in this
one second. We have a choice.
constitution now.
We have a choice tonight.
To the election commission.
You know the choice tonight, which side do we want to belong to? Do we want to be with the US, UK, Scandinavia, Italy, Russia, or do we want to be with China? We have to decide which kind of country we want to be in the way we manage control our media.
Arabia.
I think one question goes out. Our next caller, last caller tonight. From Navi Mumbai, it's Pradeep. Pradeep, good evening. Do you have a question specifically to someone?
Good evening, sir. एक क्वेश्चन मैं अर्नब से पूछ रहा हूँ.
मैं कोई आंसर नहीं दे सकता, ये मैं क्वेश्चन होस्ट कर रहा हूँ. आंसर क्वेश्चन आप हमारे पैनलिस्ट को पूछिए.
नहीं सर, मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ इसके लिए आप जो भी डिबेट में आप पॉलिटिशियन को लाते हैं.
Okay, so that's why you are on the program, Pradeep.
Yes. आप जो भी डिबेट में पॉलिटिशियन को लाते हैं, क्यों नहीं लाते जब खानदान का बाबा बैठता है, तो गरीब लोग क्यों नहीं डिबेट में बिठाते हैं?
Okay, Pradeep, Pradeep, this phone call, this line is open to you. Newshour is one program which opens itself up to all its viewers. And that's why I welcome your participation. I welcome your participation, and we will have more and more citizen interaction. I think that point is taken. Now, I'm totally time up on the debate tonight. But I just want to say...
One point.
Derek wants the last word.
Very important point. No, the very important point is a very big opinion poll has been conducted recently in Calcutta, and I'm sure you want to know the statistics. 90% of people in Calcutta want Sachin Tendulkar to score a century in his last test match at the Eden Gardens.
Well, Derek, you're making it too frivolous. Fact is, Arnab, this country is facing an Congress. They have done it repeatedly. They have tried to muzzle the social media. They have tried to muzzle the media.
It's not so easy.
They have tried to stop media from reporting about the Prime Minister's speech and Mr. Modi's counter to that. On every respect, they have tried to
just one thing.
I think you all have to stand up and the people will give
I think the media knows how to stand up for itself. To all my guests tonight, can opinion polls be banned?
When it's a question posed by none less than a constitutional body like the Election Commission.
Randeep Surjewala and Atul Kumar Anjan, I thank you all for participating with your diverse views on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.